Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Tickle Games video. We're going to be looking at the questing and the combat in TERA. And the first thing I'd like to point out is that the quest givers, the UI they have, pretty much the WoW one, but if it's not broke, don't fix it. Can't complain really. Next thing I want to show you is the Xbox controller looking thing down in the bottom right hand corner. And what that means is that you can pretty much plug in your Xbox controller and play the game with a gamepad instead of using a keyboard and a mouse and all that shit. I'm not entirely sure why they've put this in. I don't really think it'd work properly. If you think about the amount of buttons that you're going to have by the end of the game, trying to micromanage that with a control pad might prove to be a bit difficult. So as you can see, we've picked up the basic starting quests, which are generally go here, kill this, talk to this guy, advance to the next area, and so on and so forth. So run. Just want to talk about the UI for a second. As you can see, we've got the pretty standard action bars at the bottom, chat log on the left, mini-map on the top right, health on the top left. Now, again, as you can see, quest log remarkably similar to a lot of MMOs. Same with the map. However, I do like it because it's a bit more in-depth, and I like the little markers you get on the map, and I really like the art style of it. I think it's something a lot of developers could learn from. I think the map is probably one of the most important features, so it should have all the information you need. Something to bear in mind, again, making a WoW comparison, is that this world, this starting area of TERA, feels a lot bigger than any starting area in WoW. And I kind of like that because it adds a sense of like how big your journey is going to be. Whether it is delivered or not is another issue, but still, the fact that it starts off so massive, and it just has to be a good thing, in my opinion. I would much prefer a huge starting experience than a minimal starting experience, which that would then put you off the game. You know, maybe you don't continue your trial, maybe you delete your account, whatever. So I've finally found the things that I'm supposed to be killing in the Island of Dawn in the Timeless Woods. Pretty obvious what I'm supposed to be killing because, hey, they've got massive exclamation marks over their head. I would say it ruins immersion, but it's an MMO, what are you going to do? And this is where you start to see the combat mechanics of TERA come into play. The complete lack of an auto-targeting system really means you have to work to make every hit connect, and while it does make dodging attacks easier, at least within the confines of a starting area, it does add a bit of a sense of, I'm actually playing this, I'm actually doing something, as opposed to lock on, attack, 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 attack. And the fact that, like I said, you can dodge attacks from the enemies, you don't have to sit there and just tank all the damage that's coming at you until one of you dies. Definitely makes for a more enjoyable experience, and probably a more enjoyable grind in the long run. I should probably talk about the fact that the Berserker, which is the class I'm playing, can actually block. Basically, you block with the right mouse button, and you go into some kind of defensive stance or defensive pose or whatever they're calling it, and you pretty much deflect the next attack. But again, it's not a targeted thing, it's completely free aiming, and I really keep stressing this because I honestly think it's what makes TERA potentially a really good MMO. Obviously it's not going to be a WoW killer, nothing is going to take down the fucking monolithic behemoth that is Blizzard, and I don't think it's trying to either. Also, yay achievements. Now, this is the only footage I have. A lot of it was corrupted from fraps. It's not my fault. I would have really liked to have tried out the playing with the gamepad. I'm really curious how that's going to pan out when it comes to launch day and how people are going to do it, if they're going to do it, etc, etc. But for now, this is it. Thanks for watching.